We are back with another video. Just happened again. I recorded a video. Mic wasn't fucking working. Shit was on. But, yeah, recording this again. This is take 2. But I'm pretty much going to go over the trade that I took today and a break even. Unfortunately, right, these are the weeks that you have to remain disciplined when price action simply sucks. I have good risk management this week. As you guys can see, yesterday I ideally risked 750, ended up taking a small loss. Today, break even. I know I said I'll come back with the win. I was really hoping for one today, but getting break even. You know how it is, man. But I'm pretty much going to go over how I got break even, the trade I took, and yeah, my bias going into the day. So starting off, obviously, still bullish on the overall time frame. Keep in mind we're in a deep premium. We have SMT at all-time highs with ES. This is when shit gets tricky, and this is what I hate. So pretty much, we had the SMT going on Wednesday, so I guess it was overnight. Yeah, we had SMT overnight. But yeah, pretty much still bullish structure. We have SMT down at this 4-hour. We're pumping. The only thing I was a little concerned about is this 4-hour going today. But if you look to see what London did, pretty much reversed. Came back down, tapped the end dog. We had a small SMT there. And with YM, we had a bigger SMT, which ideally we should follow through, especially with all-time highs near on NQ. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm pretty much going to go over what else I'll go on today. So today we had PPI. So we had this 830 pump forming a 5-minute unicorn, which I'll outline right here. Or I guess, let's see. Okay, so this would be it. Just comes your unicorn. Obviously, we're not going to take that. I don't like bottom ticking shit. But on ES, you can see it pretty much worked out. If you want to buy in here, stop here. But you're just not getting the best RR, in my opinion. Going into the day, I did say my outlook. Pretty much said, since we have an SMT at all-time highs with ES, I'm going to be patient with spotting the manipulation today. I did not want to rush anything. And I said I would love to see something like this. This is my model. Lower low, lower low, higher high, come back down, fair value gap, boom. So pretty much just patient going into today. You can see we came back down here. Had a reaction, but I need to see at least a 5-minute breaker structure, forming the 5-minute breaker, which we ended up having after taking out data lows. See, market pretty much just dumped that open. But yeah, did that. SMT at data lows with ES. I'm like, alright, this looks good. Obviously, longs were a little bit better on ES, but I do like to trade NQ for the most part. But you see, we have that 5-minute breaker structure here, right? This becomes your breaker. This whole up move, and then sort of there's an entry in here. Hold on, I might be tripping, chat. Yeah. Right, close above, tap into it. Like, this is your unicorn, ideally. If you trade ES, I'm not a huge fan of ES. But, I mean, yeah, if you're targeting data high, this is pretty much like a 1.5 exactly. So, that's not a terrible trade if you're risking $1,000, make $1,500 on eval. Just need 2 of those trades. But I like NQ, like the structure. I like that we're all-time highs that draw liquidity. Swept out data lows, so data high should be the draw liquidity. The only thing I was a little concerned about was this 4-hour CRT that we ended up forming at the closure of the 6 a.m. candle. But everything was pointed bullish, right? We have bullish SMT. We returned in equilibrium. Swept out data lows. SMT, SMT, SMT. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to trade from there. Price just waited. 5-minute breaker structure right after 10. Right, that's your 10 a.m. power of 3. Right. Or I guess happened before 10 a.m. But you know what I mean. 10 a.m. is the expansion. But yeah, 3-minute fair value gap. You would enter in here. I did enter a little prematurely, just because I saw this 2-minute fair value gap, and I saw that right? This is pretty much my entry model. But I do like to use 3-minute and 5-minute fair value gaps, but I don't know. I guess I was a little too zoomed in today. Entered a little prematurely, like somewhere that's down move, just because it was kind of going fast. So my fill was a little bad. I can show you guys executions, and I know, it's messy. I'll tell y'all why. I entered right, then I was doing stop losses, and I actually grabbed the stop loss and put it all the way up here, instantly stopping me out. So I was like, oh fuck. So I hopped right back in, and I just started spamming contracts to make my risk what I want to risk. So I know, looks ugly. But my fill ended up just being around like in here. And from there, I just don't know what the fuck happened. I mean, we just fucking chopped. Ideally, you know, your entries here, you want to see expansion. The fact that we, you know, expanded, came back down, tapped this breaker block, I'm like, alright, if we are going to go up, 1030 should be the move. End up going up very slowly. The fact that this came all the way back down, chop, 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 I'm like, alright, like, let me reassess. Do I want to stay in this trade? Right, and keep my stop loss down here, because this is not ideally a good stop loss, because it is right above the liquidity pool, being this 5-minute unfilled fair value gap. So I was like, okay, I'm copy trading 5 evals on this trade. I'm a little bit on drawdown. I don't really care how long it takes me to pass an account. I'm going to pass the account, first of all. And I'm going to trade how it will on a funded. And would I risk real money on this fucking trade? Probably fucking not. So ideally, if I was unfunded or eval, I'm going break even. And my break even ended up being like somewhere in here, like I said. So I'm pretty much got stopped out right over here. But you know, glad I'm dead. Obviously, even if it were to run, I would not have been upset, because this is how I would act on a funded. Right? Do I want to risk real money on this trade? Yeah, cool. It's an eval, but I'm probably trading 5 accounts. So am I really gonna be that ballsy on a trade that goes sideways? Probably not. So I ended up getting out. But that's my outlook on today. And I ended up having that SMT at data lows, but you guys can see it pretty much aligns how my entry model is, right? Super liquidity, 5-minute breaker, fair value gap, and here. So pretty much give all, you know, my live trading comments during it. I was like, alright. I just went break even after analyzing the data. Alright, I guess I get it. So this shit annoying as fuck. Might go break even. But yeah, didn't really see much, and pretty much just ended up going down to this 4-hour. But yeah, pretty much going tomorrow, still bullish. Alright, retraced, or SMT here. The only thing I'm a little worried about are these equal lows, but we have SMT here. Right, retrace back into equilibrium here, close above this. So ideally we should pump. If we're bearish tomorrow, we'll definitely return this 4-hour. But I want to be bullish to all-time highs, at least, because that's what we're supposed to do. So pretty much all I got going on today. If you guys like these type of videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, free Discord. We go live, or I just send my training comments. Depends how many of you guys are ready for lives and shit. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been an honor. If you guys are watching this, thank you. But I'll see you guys in the next one. I know I said I'll come back with the win, but technically I did win some money. You know what I'm saying? I made $12 times 5, $60. So I technically did not lose. So let's chill out with all the comments you guys are gonna say. But yeah, bullish going tomorrow, CPI tomorrow, Red Folder News on Friday. Let's get it. I'll come back with the win. If I come back with a loss, it'll be a small loss or a respectable loss, because that's how we roll around here, 1%. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.